Hi guys, so for today's video I will be trying out the berry coloring page where it's a rainy day, and it's going to be a bit of a challenge for me because I'm a beginner when it comes to coloring, but I will be trying to use a lot of different shades to make it more like dimensional and to do a lot more details. So just keep on watching, and if you have any tips for me, comment down below and I'll give you a shout out on my next video when I try out your suggestions. But before I start, I swatch all my colors and write down the names and what I'll be using it for. But yeah, thought I'd just share that little detail, but let me hide it and start. The puddles, I usually start with the lightest color. After I do the lightest color, I grab the second to darkest shade. Also, I like to use alcohol markers when you mix up your colors because they blend better. Now that you have that, you will use your darkest shade of blue and go all around. And just like that, you have one little puddle. I know it's not the best, but that's probably because my transition from the lightest to the second darkest isn't that close together, so I need to do a better job. Just wanted to tell you guys I found another color that's closer to the lightest blue, and as you can see, it's blending way nicer than the first puddle that we did. It just kind of blends in together. Do you see? I think this one will work. It's more of a baby blue. I'm honestly really impressed with this puddle that I'm working on right now. You guys have to remember, it's my first time trying to be more creative and add dimension to the coloring. Please be patient while I learn myself to give you all some new tricks. But yeah, I found that these colors work better together instead of these, and I realized that happened because this base color is more of a brighter, like warm tone, and then these are more cool tones. Do you see my darkest compared to each other? This one's a lot brighter than this one, so that's what I learned. Next, I will be doing the sky. I will be using two shades. I'm going to try and make it look more gloomy, so I'm going to create a gray sky. My base will be a cool gray, and then my shading will be done with another cool gray, but it's quite darker. Now that that's done, I will be adding my shading with the darker gray, starting from the tree down. Just kind of imagine where you think there would be any shadows. Putting some shadows here. Next, I will be doing my umbrella. Again, I'm using a light color as my base. Now for my grass, I will be using a yellow-green color. For the bushes, I am going to do another shade of green, but it's more of a pastel color. And I will continue to add more that little like texture. Now for my tree trunk, I will be using a light brown. The darker shade of brown, I will be creating those lines that you normally see on trees. Okay, for the last part, I'm really scared to do it, but I've seen a lot of people do strokes to make it look like it's raining, so I will be attempting it, and I hope I don't ruin my page, but we'll see how it turns out. First, I'm gonna do some little outlines. Here goes nothing. And here's the finished product. I hope you guys like how it turned out. I know I did. Comment down below if you have any tips for me to try, because I did like the page, but I do think there's room for improvement. So comment down below. Thank you. Thanks for watching.